Privacy is back at the limelight as Zcash just went on a crazy run over the past few weeks, and now everybody wants to know how can I shield and protect my crypto assets, and that's exactly what I'm gonna show you in today's tutorial, namely how you can interact with Zcash to render your crypto assets private. So without further ado, let's directly jump into this tutorial. So first off, a brief overview of what we're gonna do in today's tutorial. First, we're gonna download the Zashi wallet on our phone, which now brings privacy tech to millions of people around the world. Second, we are gonna interact with near-intents and swap ETH, SOL, USDC, or whatever other crypto asset into ZEC, Zcash. Third, we will send ZEC to our newly generated Zashi address on our phone, where we can then put our ZEC into the shielded pool and make it private. 5 is not really a step, but it's very important to highlight it. We have to then leave our ZEC in this private pool for a little while, because privacy only comes from shielded money at rest, but more on that on a second. And then after some time, we can take out some of our shielded ZEC, swap them for any other asset, SOL, Ethereum, USDC, and then send it to a freshly generated wallet, which cannot be tracked back by anybody out there since the funds are directly coming from the Zcash shielded pool. Alright, let's proceed to step number 1, where we have to download the Zashi wallet on our phones. It's available on the Apple App Stores or for Android users on the Google Play Store. Cool. So now here I'm on my phone, and as you see, I already downloaded the Zashi wallet, but if you haven't, just head over to the Google Play Store, type in Zashi, here is Zashi wallet, and download it. In our case, we just open it, and then we simply create a new wallet, and that's it. If you want to immediately store your private key, then just head over to the settings, advanced settings, and here you can write out your private phrase if you want. You can see it over here. Please, take a few minutes and store it at a safe place. Otherwise, just do it later. You can always come back here and write it down. And as you see here, the wallet is synchronizing to the latest block of the Zcash blockchain, so just give it a few more seconds until we are 100% synchronized. Cool, so now we are 100% synchronized and we can move on to the second step. So the second step, we have to use near intents to swap ETH, SOL, whatever into Zcash. So here is the link. Just type it into your browser, nearintents.org. Over here, what we have to do, first off, if you've never interacted with near intents, don't be afraid, it's pretty straightforward. Simply sign in with your Ethereum or Solana wallet. I use my Phantom wallet in this case, since I have some funds over there. And before we can buy anything, like as you see, we are here at the trade tab, we have to fund our account. I already have some Zcash here, which, because I played around with it before. But the first step is here, click on deposits, and then you can select whatever coin you want to deposit. Let's proceed with USDC. Then we select a network, in our case Solana, and then it immediately reads our wallet and it sees that we have some cash over here. But let me go and change it for SOL. I guess I have a little more SOL. So let's deposit 0.5 SOL. We deposit it, then we approve. And now what happens in the background, we are sending SOL from the Solana wallet to the near intents architecture, however you want to call it. As far as I know, they handle another wallet for you, and soon you will see here the transaction went through successfully. And if you hit one more time here over on accounts and you refresh this page, then you should see that now in your near intents account, we hold $10 of SOL and $26 of Zcash. And now, like in your case, you probably only have SOL. You go over here and click on trade, and now we can express our intent. So we wanna swap SOL for Zcash. We wanna swap all of it, and then it gives us the quote here, and we simply click swap and proceed. Cool, here we see that the swap is pending or processing, and voila, it successfully went through. And this is all handled in the background. There are intents and solvers, but yeah, that's a topic for another time. Now we can go back to account, we refresh one more time, and then you see our Zcash balance got updated. And now that we successfully purchased Zcash, we can now proceed to the second step and send it over to our Zashi address on our phone. So second step completed, we converted some of our crypto assets into Zcash, and now step number 3, we can send ZEC to our Zashi address on our phone. So let's pick up the phone one more time, and now here we click on receive. We don't want to receive the funds directly into the shielded address. This doesn't work as far as I know. Therefore, we want to send Zcash to our transparent address over here. And yeah, you can either do it via a QR code or just copy paste this address. I copied the address, and just give me a second so I can send it over to my computer. Cool, back at near intents, now we can send those funds over to Zashi. Therefore, we click on withdraw. Here we can indicate the amount of ZEC we want to send out. Let's send out 0.12. Network Zcash, and here we enter our address, and you see the fees are like negligible, just 11 cents, and we click on withdraw. We approve the transaction, and yeah, now this withdrawal is pending, and it should arrive pretty soon on our phone over here. Zcash currently is not the fastest blockchain, since it's a proof of stake chain based on the Bitcoin mechanisms. It has block times roughly of 75 seconds, I guess, so it's not hyper fast, but it gives us this handy feature of privacy. Therefore, just be a little patient, and yeah, your funds will arrive pretty soon on your Zcash app. I mean, Bitcoin has 10-minute block times, so Zcash has a little more than 1-minute block times, but this will be improved pretty soon, as far as I know that the developers are already tackling this problem. Alright, now let's switch over to our phone. As you can see here, we have a pending transaction. It shows us that we are about to receive 0.12 ZEC, and yeah, I guess we just have to wait for the transaction to finalize on the blockchain. So here on near intents, we see that the transaction was completed, and if we head over to Zashi, the app, we also see that we successfully received our Zcash balance. Now we have to shield our tokens on Zcash and put them into the private pool. Therefore, we simply hit shield over here, and always shield transparent fund, blah blah. Don't show me this message again, and we hit on shield. And now our funds are about to be shielded. Again, this takes a little while, I guess 1 block confirmation, and then our assets should be shielded. As we see, the transaction is processing and being sent to the shielded pool. So while we are waiting for our transaction to go through, let's listen to 𝗬𝗂', the co-founder of Zcash, and let him explain why it's important to keep your ZEC for an extended period of time, a few days, ideally a few weeks, into the shielded pool to gain the max privacy out of it.
Privacy doesn't come from money in motion. Privacy comes from shielded money at rest. And we have the example to prove that one too, which is the Zcash holders who have ZEC in their shielded wallets. If they swap it through letsexchange.io, or much better through app.near-intents.org for Ethereum or whatever, there's zero information. Like, the first step leaked zero information.
So the key takeaway from this is that privacy comes from shielded money at rest, as 𝗬𝗂 just beautifully explained. And now let's take another look at our Zashi app on our phone. Our transaction went through here, it's confirmed, and now our assets are shielded. So now just you can relax, wait for a couple of days, weeks, even years, just forget about it. Make sure to back up your wallet as it's getting displayed here. Let's continue to the next step, and now let's imagine a week passed, and now you could take out some of this ZEC. swap it via near intents for Sol, ETH, USDC, whatever, and send it to a fresh wallet so that nobody can track you, since your wallets arrive from this shielded pool, and if you just keep it in there long enough, then the moment you take it out, it cannot be linked to your previous transaction when you sent it in. Because imagine this shielded pool, like a pool with lots of Zcash in there, and the more people deposit Zcash in there, the bigger it becomes and the more privacy you gain. But if you just send, let's say, one Zcash in, and 1 minute later you send one Zcash out of there, I mean, the two transactions cannot really be linked to each other, but if you just use common sense, it's pretty clear that like it was the same person sending it in and 2 minutes later sending it out over here. But if you wait for, let's say, 2 weeks and you send in one Zcash over here, and then over the arc of those 2 weeks, other people send in 10 Zcash here, 5 Zcash here, somebody else withdraws 2 Zcash here, and so on and so forth. So everything gets mixed together. And then if you, after 2 weeks, withdraw 0.5 Zcash over here to this newly seeded wallet or to another wallet, then it's impossible for people from the outside looking in to link your two transactions, and therefore you can seed a fresh wallet with Solana, USDC, whatever, and nobody out there knows where those funds came from. Of course, they can trace it back to the shielded Zcash pool, but they don't know who withdrew funds from over there. So I think that makes it clear, or helps to understand better the idea of those shielded pools. And if you then want to send them out, just click here on more, and now we can swap it again via near intents. Let's click here on swap. So we have Zcash, let's do 0.1 Zcash, and we can send it like literally to any chain and swap it for any asset. For the sake of this tutorial, let's go to Solana one more time, and we want to receive Sol. And here, like, you can then just copy paste your fresh Solana wallet address and approve the transaction, and then congrats, you have successfully seeded a new wallet and gained 100% privacy. And other features of the Zashi app, of course, you can just simply send Zcash within the private pool to your friends, therefore just add their privacy address over here, or you can pay folks by simply sending them whatever they want. Let's say you want to send them USDC on base, for instance, and then add their address here, and they will receive USDC on base. So that's it for the first part of this tutorial. I hope you got some value out of it, and if you wanna know whether it makes sense to buy Zcash, stay tuned for part 2 and make sure to subscribe to the channel.